And that's how you crack the motherfucking world. Hey, what up, gang? Like, share, subscribe. Hey, the fatal attraction, thin line. Yeah, man, she had her hands all in this shit, dog. She had to convince my nigga to do this shit, man. She had to tell him this was gonna be good for the people. And look what happened. Oh my God, man. It tore this shit up. But this is a flashback, y'all. My boy had to go back in time and see how everything started, how everything begun, so he could lead. You know what I'm saying? Now he reborn. We about to get heat now, man. The boy know what the fuck to do, man. The dragon, man. He don't know everything to do, but he about to be turned up. He about to be teed up. Hey, but let's start from the beginning. They get in here talking to your girl. You know, she always got her fucking nose into something, and they basically tell her, your nosy ass has got to go in there with him. They got to go into the temple, the temple covered in fog, and they basically telling her, yeah, you been following this motherfucker all your life. Y'all connected. We ain't gonna tell you everything. And look at her. She all disappointed she ain't part of it too. You this little side piece, shorty, chill out. You important. Just not right now. This is old head that gotta handle this shit. And then my boys and them come back from sword fighting. Oh, shit, that was crazy. No Diddy. They come back from doing what they do, practicing and shit. And Shorty basically tell them, this ain't the place for that. I don't know what y'all think this shit is. So they good. They had a little standoff and shit. They start battling. Basically telling her, ain't no swords allowed in here. There's a reason for that shit. We gonna get into that later. But then all the old heads of the village come out and basically tell her, you been running from this shit too long. It's time for you to go do what you supposed to do. And she got to go handle her shit, so she can take all her spears and shit off and go do what she got to do. So now they about to take everybody to the foggy temple where my boy Dragon got to do his little trial and shit. And the other tribe is there, and they got their little homie in there doing his trial too. So all the elders, all the people that's going to become elders and shit, they got to do this. So this is another tribe, and his homies in there, and they waiting for him to come out. It was a little hostile, because they basically don't want no outsider doing they shit. But they telling him, man, he ain't no outsider. And he get to telling him, my mom is from y'all too. And she get to say, no, it ain't your mom, it's your dad, pimp. Your mom ain't from where we from. She ain't no IL. So they get there. He get to telling them, I'm ready to do this shit no matter what. And Shorty said, I'm doing it too. He like, nah, man, you always trying to step on my toes and shit. Go find something to do. This is about me. But they tell her, they get to telling him she gotta go. She's part of this shit too. So they both about to walk into the fucking foggy temple, do the trials and shit. And the first trial start with my boy's Pop. That's his dad, y'all. That's the one they tell him, that's how you connected. And then if y'all remember, this is that war where he was basically born. And come to find out, Shorty's family is the fucking, y'all know her sister and her sister's son, they whole family's connected too. They started this war right here. Cause he fucking had a tree and he destroyed the tree. And now look, he was supposed to keep the tree sacred. But then we jumped to another part, cause he ended up seeing homie too from the other village that's in there. He all stuck and shit. He like, fuck, I gotta keep going. But this is his dad farther down. He about to go do the trials. He be a witch shorty, and she basically telling them, y'all oath breakers. And he telling them, we ain't no oath breakers. What the fuck you talking about? She said, no, y'all oath breakers. You just don't know what oath you broke. And boom, we jump into another spot, and this is my boy. This is his kin. This is another part of his kin, and they basically telling them, this is showing how they became oath breakers, kind of. This is the first step of them becoming oath breakers. They fucking shed blood. They're not supposed to fight. They supposed to be cool and chilling. Old head is going to come back too. Well, we going to see old head in a second. But basically, they start turning up, and this is how they became the people with the spears, how they became dogged out warriors, and when they throw their little shiesty on and shit, yeah, that's the storyline, how that started. Nigga, they grabbed the sister, and they had to do what they had to do to get their sister back. But that shit ain't set well. And then look at her thieving ass. She look like she a shoplifter. She look like she go in the store. Look at her. She looked up, make sure no cameras was watching, threw that bitch right in the bag. Hey, man, I don't know what repercussions that's going to have right there, y'all. But that's the little piece egg that they had in the Rand's family line, down the line and shit. And she took that shit right out the tree. We going to figure out something about that, man. That shit might hit different, might not. We going to see in a minute. But she dropped that motherfucker in there nice and easy. Looked up top, make sure no cameras was watching. all that good shit. But boom, and we jump to her trial now. She jump into the rings with the girl with the dreads, the black girl, and they basically showing like what we've been seeing through the credits. She basically saying in every life she got to kill Rand, and it ain't and it only for one of us to survive. We both can't live. That's what she basically saying through her little trial all the fucking time. She basically doing anything to the Dragon Reborn, like slaughtering him and different everybody, like all the different lives, basically. That's all what these trials is. They gotta withstand seeing all this shit. Then we jump to my boy. I remember Old Head that was basically telling the Rand ancestor, because Old Head is Rand's ancestor too. That's his granddad. But basically telling him we don't fight. We don't do that shit. And this is his granddad telling him like, all right, son, we got to keep this shit going. They got the tree in the cart. And if y'all remember from season 1, when the wolf dude and Rand's girl, they got lost and shit, and they found them little travelers, and they kept saying, y'all got to remember the song. Yeah, that's them people right there, too. They all connected. Then, boom, we go back even farther, like right before the world broke. This is like after, and the little war happened. They had to lock everybody up and shit, because they backdoored the dragon, made him convinced to let the dark one out and all that shit. This is everybody. She basically, y'all remember her. She one of the Aes Sedai, but she like the top Aes Sedai. She like the mother right now. And this is Rand's people. And she basically handed him that egg that Shorty stole and telling him to protect it. This is how we keep the world safe. This is what that is. So my boy Rand complete the trial. He ended up running into Shorty with the dress. He asking her about his girl. Is Miranda all right? She basically telling her, man, Miranda got figured that shit out on her own. I ain't worried about her. But you need to get up out of here. You the dragon now. He get to telling her, I know everything. I'm sorry. I know why we shouldn't have brought the swords in and all that shit. She said, you don't know shit, nigga. Now you know my pain. You know how that go. Motherfuckers walk a day in somebody's shoes and think they know what the fuck is going on. And somebody lived a lifetime of it. You don't know nothing when you're a young nigga. You gotta learn. So that's what she basically telling him. All right, I'm still keep you out orange limb, motherfucker, but you still gotta learn. But our girl, it been like 3 days, 4 days. Everybody waiting for him to come back. They finally come back. You know, he got to save her. She all, I'm going to have to kill you. I don't know how we're going to get through this. You going to figure that shit out. Y'all always do. This is the Dragon Reborn. But he got through the trial, man. This episode, y'all, I ain't going to lie, was heat. It was a lot of information. And we seen the world break. I can't wait for the next one, man. I need more info. Like, heat. But, hey. I'm going to get out, y'all. Daredevil come out today, too, so that'll be coming soon. I'll holler.